Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. So in my last video, you saw me shoot off bear spray, the wind switches, and come back and blast me, and I'm on the ground for a long time. And that was a horrible experience. And it really shook my confidence in bear spray. Because you can't decide, oh, well, bears will never attack me while the wind is blowing into my face. You just can't do that. You can't walk out into the woods and know how the wind's going to be blowing at any given moment. Are you just never going to go in the woods if there's any wind? I mean, that isn't a realistic thought. And yet, if I spray and it comes back and blasts me and the bear isn't affected, I am infinitely worse off than if I had never used anything. So if you go out in the woods and the wind just is perfectly wrong, and you won't know, are you going to be watching all the time for the wind while you're walking in the woods? And a bear pops up, he charges, you pull out your spray, you spray him, it all blows back in your face, none gets on him. You're much worse off than if you had never done anything but play dead. So it really shook my confidence in bear spray. And since then, I've been looking for bear gel. Now, the spray is just that. In fact, this is another one I bought. We're going to do a test. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to take a lot more precautions. But I'm going to do another one. Now, this is a standard bear spray that you can buy on any store. And it says right on it here, fogger, Magnum fogger. And you don't want a fogger because a fog implies fog all around and it's blasting you in the face. And so, I would never trust this. I wouldn't bet my life on this because I think it's just luck, pure, simple luck on if the wind is blowing the right way when the bear pops up, and you have no control over that whatsoever. So I just looked around until I found this is a gel. This is marketed as home defense, which is fine because, getting this stuff for home defense is a great idea too. You're much more likely to run into a bad guy than you are to run into a mad bear. That's extremely unlikely. Both are extremely unlikely, but the bear is the less likely of the two. So having this for self-defense is a good idea, and I believe it's going to work just as well for a bear. I don't know that. It doesn't claim to it. So I haven't opened this yet. Let's open it up and take a look at it. The first thing that stands out to me is how much bigger it is. It's substantially bigger, and this is going to be easier to aim and control and fire, but it's going to be substantially harder to walk around with. So that will be something to consider. It does come with this. You can mount this. So I would mount this either inside the rig or on my. You can see it's a holder. I might mount it inside the rig or inside the cab of the truck or the van or somewhere in the van. So it's always right there and really handy. And then to fire it, it's got a pin. You pull the pin. That breaks the thing that kept it. Now you can fire. I'm not going to fire it yet. So, and of course, the bear spray is just standard bear spray. I've seen lots and lots of bear spray, and you probably have too. It's just the standard stuff. I'll have to cut this off, and you just pull. This stays on. You just pull this off, spray down, and it fires. This particular one is made by Mace Guard Alaska Bear Spray. I imagine it's just the same stuff. The wind shifted. Now the wind is shifted and blowing towards me, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to get this ready to go. And when it has, since I started shooting, the wind was directly behind me, and now it is completely shifted 180 degrees, and now it's blowing this way. You can't control this. And now it's shifted again. It's hitting me in the face. You can't control the wind, and I'm not going to bet my life on something that a wind can defeat it. And make me much more vulnerable. If the wind turns, hits me in the face, the bear doesn't get it at all. Not only am I panicked because a bear is mauling me, I'm panicked because I can't see. And one of the big things with bears is playing dead. For most 99% of all attacks are bears defending their cubs. All they really care about is immobilizing you and eliminating a threat to their cub. As soon as you are eliminated as a threat, meaning you're dead still, you're dead, they go back, take care of their cubs, move them further away. But if you're sobbing and crying and snot's pouring out of your nose because you've been pepper sprayed, it's hard to play dead. And so I'm not sure I would ever trust bear spray having been shot in the face with it, as you saw. So let's try. I'm not sure I'll shoot this because I'm confident I'll be shot in the face with it. But I hope this won't because it's a gel. Let's try that. They also have one more product, and this is the same pepper gel. It's the exact same stuff. It's just in a smaller container. And I like that. This would be something you'd carry around with you, and it comes with a holster. So if you know, oddly enough, your greatest fear is dogs, a dog attack. More people are killed by dog attacks than any other animal attack, and dogs are your greatest fear. If you're out in the woods and you come across somebody's camp and his dog comes out after you, boy, that is against either you or your dog or your pet. Then this could save your life from a dog or a pack of feral dogs, and feral dogs are out, or coyotes, and save your dog's life from a coyote. So this would be worth carrying. For that alone, I would carry this. In fact, if this works, we're going to shoot them off and see if they work. And if they do, then this is what I will always have one of these on me, because I run into bears, and I've even run into mountain lions and coyotes. I ran into a coyote just the other day. Sometimes coyotes are weird. They get angry at you because you're their territory. This has happened to me 3 different times. A coyote would just go nuts at me and just barking and yipping and howling. And so I just walked back towards home, kept Cody near me, and it followed me at a safe distance. It never approached close. My first thought is it's rabid. And what in the world am I going to do with a rabid coyote after me? Well, then your only hope is something like this. And so one of these would be well worth it for that alone. But only if the wind's right. If the wind's not right, you're not better off, you're worse off. You can't fight with your eyes are closed and snot's dripping out of your face and you're hacking and coughing and immobilized. You're worse off if you shoot this and it comes back and gets you. So these things are good to have, but only if they're not worse when you fire them. So let's test them and see what happens. Okay, well, this time I'm going to do all the defensive stuff I can. I'm going to wear a mask. I'm going to wear goggles. These are just standard 3M protective goggles. I'm going to wear a hat. I'm going to look away when I shoot and run away as soon as I give a blast. Yes, I am a coward. Having been shot in the face with bear spray, I am a coward. All right, let's do this. So I think that this is about 8 feet. You see I got a tape measure laid out, and I think this is about 8 feet. And so we'll start with 8 feet, really short bursts, and then I'll move away to 16 and short bursts again. So I pulled the pin, looking away. I'm a coward. I better not. See, that's not a fog. I really like that. That's a liquid. I've got. Okay, well, that's doing really well. That's at 8 feet. I love this stuff. Okay, and I'm going to shoot once in a strong wind. I've got a lot of confidence in it. There's a strong wind blowing, pretty strong. In fact, you could see it blowing it off course. But we're close to the end of this is close to empty. So it's losing power. It's not blowing as hard as it did at first. What they say is like that. short bursts like this at aiming at the person's or the bear's eye. That works really, 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 really well. And if the wind is catching it, like I can see it catching it, I can adjust for the wind. Now it's gone. I think that worked really well. I would have complete confidence in pulling this thing out and shooting it. And if it's a bad wind, I might not use it much. I might wait till the animal or the person was very, very close and then shoot it off. But I got no blowback towards me. And it's windier, far, far windier today than it was the day we shot this last video that you've seen me get blasted with it. So I am 100% pleased with this. I'd be willing to bet my life on this and have this on board, and I think you could too. Is it as good as regular bear spray? I don't know. Is it better than nothing? I think it's absolutely going to be better than nothing. I haven't been sprayed with it yet, so I can't say that for sure, but I'd be willing to bet that this is good stuff, and you can go to their website. I'll put a link to it. But what I haven't done yet is shoot the little one. Let's shoot the little one. I think it's going to be exactly the same stuff. It's just a smaller canister, be less of it. It would be less shooting. So let's try that next. Okay, so I'm going to shoot this now. You saw it came in this nice little pouch. This is the personal defense one. We'll shoot it off. Very small, dainty little blast. Or you can go all at once. And then it's out. But that's still pretty good. I still think I'd be very happy with that. So it worked well. I thought that was fine. I will definitely have one of these on my pocket nearly all the time. So I've been showing you how well this gel works, how it's a nice stream. I don't think it's ever going to blow back on you. Now I want to directly compare it to bear sprays. We're going to compare them. How much of a fog as opposed to a stream are they? Having been shot in the face with bear spray before, that's an experience once is plenty in a lifetime. So I'm wearing a hood, I'm wearing gloves. So when you spray this, it's probably going to get on your hands. And then if you touch your hands, then you're in a world of hurt. And I think that's what kind of perpetuates it when I shot myself, by accident, of course. And so I'm wearing eye protection over my glasses. I've got a hoodie on. I've got gloves on, and I'm going to wear a mask when I actually shoot because I don't want to be wearing a mask now. And so that's about the best I think I can reasonably do. It's just a slight breeze today. I've been checking the wind constantly, and so hopefully the breeze won't be an issue at all. If it blows it away, but that's what I said the last time and got shot in the face anyway. So we'll see how that works. All right, let's shoot these things and wish me luck. At least I hope the video goes viral. Watch Bob suffer. I'm shooting 20 feet towards that piece of cardboard in that yucca. And they both have safeties. On this one, you pull the pin. On this one, you pull up and remove the yellow thing. And we're ready to go. So we'll see how this works. Okay, so gel. I mean, this is the SABRE gel. And the bear spray. SABRE gel, bear spray. That's not even making it to the target 20 feet away. So now I'm going to shoot gel, bear spray. Gel. The gel easily gets to the target, is saturated. I don't believe the bear spray is even getting to the target. The gel is so much better. And it's gone. And it's brand new. I just bought it within the month. The gel is running out. And it's empty. Of the two, having shot them together, the gel was far superior. It threw a lot further. I don't believe this thing ever made it. I had to have been closer than 20 feet. I don't believe it ever made it to the cardboard. It didn't last long. It was just a spray. The gel was far, far, far superior. However, it is leaking a little bit around the cap, and I have dropped it a couple times, so that's testimony. Maybe you don't want to drop it. Who knows? Maybe that's a bad idea. But yeah, I'd buy the pepper gel over the spray any day of the week. I will never carry bear spray again, having been shot in the face with it. I'm not going to walk around on a hike with a hoodie on and safety glasses and a mask. That's not what I go outdoors for. So I would always carry the pepper gel. So I think that really was a good demonstration. Hopefully that helped you quite a bit. So let me give you my conclusions. Bear spray versus the SABRE gel spray. In every way, to my mind, the SABRE gel spray is the way to go. It shoots more, it shoots longer, it's not impacted tremendously by the wind. The spray it didn't spray far at all. It didn't last as long. I don't believe it even reached the target at 20 feet, and you want it to reach the target at 20 feet. That's the minimum you want. The gel did no problem. So I would never recommend or buy bear spray. Maybe there's a better brand. Maybe the problem was with this brand. I don't know. This is Mace Guard Alaska Bear Spray. It's available in a lot of stores. You'll be buying it. It'll be available for you. But the SABRE gel, I don't believe you'll find it in many stores. You'll have to order it off Amazon. It's well worth it. It's the only thing I'll carry. The big disadvantage, the big negative, is the size. I mean, just look at the size. If you're going out for your hike, you're going to really, you're going to notice this much more than you'll notice this. You can get this on a belt. You can carry it on a belt carry. You can get it on a holster so that you wear it around your chest. It's easier access. There's a lot of options for this. This is so big, there are probably going to be limited options. It's going to be worth it to me. It's going to be really, really worth it to me. If I'm betting my life, I'm betting my life on this and not on this. I think this is as likely to damage me as it is the bad guy or the bad animal. Another thing is you could never, ever, ever shoot one of these off inside your rig. You would just, it would just be, you'd both be blinded and coughing and hacking. And if there was a guy with your bad guy outside waiting for you, he can see. And the two of you are blind, whoever came into your rigs. With this, it would be a desperation measure only if you shot this off in your rig, but I think I would if I absolutely had to, because it's controlled. I really love the controlled wet spray of the gel. So there you have it. There's a choice for you to make. I thought you should make an fully informed decision. After I shot myself in the face with this stuff, I've not carried it or owned it since, and I'm really delighted to have found that this may be a viable option. I'll just tell you, I'm going to have this in my rig at all times, and if I'm in bear country, I'm going to carry this because I think I could count on this much, much more than I can count on this. Okay, so I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.